Hey guys, Charles with Oxbow Farm, and it's kind of been a while since I've done a little bit of a farm tour. Everything's kind of, changing. It does kind of look a little bit like a crap show right now. We've had 7 days of rain. This is the first day that we haven't gotten any rain. So things are a little muddy. We're going to knock some things down that we're gradually getting to. But, it's a one-man show, and we have our first craft show of the year on Saturday. So, yeah, at least stuff won't be perfect, but, at least we'll get an idea on what's going on. So let's take a look. So we did rotational grazing, and we bought our property, and it was nothing but bare ground. So all of the infrastructure we've done ourselves, bootstrapping it the whole way. So all of this front area looked like that. A lot of sagebrush, a lot of crested wheat. So we've gone in and, ripped out a lot of the sagebrush. Despite being told, grasses won't grow if you rip out the sagebrush. Grasses don't grow this high. What's that green stuff? Interesting. So, you can see off the distance there. Bees have come back to the ranch. We have 3 colonies this year. And we will walk around with all the rain that we've got. Our drainage pond is pretty much full. So a lot of what we have done, we've built ourselves. A lot of it from pallets, which some people don't like. But, actually, I'll show you that. So we have a shop that is kind of a work in progress that is 12 by 20, I believe. And once I do my fall clean out, I'll be able to, finish things off, finish siding it, get doors on it, and so forth. So, this paddock is about an acre in size. It is the one kind of knocked down some of our tunneling, but we rotationally graze with the electronuts out here. This is usually a springtime paddock. And you can hear the livestock guardian dogs in the background. This is one of our main sheep paddocks. And as our handling equipment, this paddock is our summer pasture and goes way back there to the road almost. And it's about 4 acres. So we're gradually getting stuff fenced in, the sagebrush taken out, so that we can see that. So we have a 50-foot round pen that we use for working the horses. But the horses, or the cows, I don't know which, have kind of come in and destroyed the gates. So, yeah, horses can be jerks when they want to be. we'll kind of move on to where we have the horses. We're kind of in the process of building a storage area back here, again using pallets. So right now we have 3 Corrientes. Hi girls. So that's Mercy and African. And then if you move down, we have 4 Mustangs. 3 of them are BLM Wild Mustangs. The one that's closest to us here, Calamity, is from the reservation. And someone's been rolling around in the dirt. What's been going on, guys? So on the left is Aria. Then we have Morgan and Virgil. We used to have Wyatt, but they're all on the brothers if you follow cowboy history and so forth. In this pen we have some of our goats, but predominantly a lot of our Doper sheep. A couple of these guys at least are going to freezer camp. We do produce animals for foods for folks. The wind while we were on vacation kind of jacked up their shelter, but we're still using it, so right now, so after some of the cracks goes, we're just gonna let it be. That'll be another rebuild project. And that guy is in complete and total pain. He's one of our main goats. And some of these guys, like this guy that's walking away from us, just had someone eat hater-ridden fur out of him. Will actually drink out of a hose. It's the weirdest thing. But somebody told goats that it was sexy to pee on their heads. So that dude, during mating season, reeks. And this is one of our does, Kune. And we'll kind of go over here and see the Kunes. So we got a bunch of the Kunes to start a breeding program in the beginning of the year. Little did we know, a couple of them were pregnant before they were technically old enough. So it was a little bit of a, hustle to get them into an area where they could, farrow and they just went out with the other pigs. So there's 4 that are here, that are new, which are, the itty bitties. They are Kune Kunes. They are predominantly grass-fed. They are given a little bit of non-GMO grain, but they are very docile. They're slower to grow, but the high-end chefs love the meat that they produce. So our next pen, after we get through the free-range chickens that are predominantly everywhere, are our Navajo churro flock. So right now we have about 25, 26 head. These are a thicker wool. Their fiber grows very fast. They're sheared usually about twice a year. They do not appreciate the mud one bit, but at least they have a little bit of a barn. So, some of these guys are this year's lambs, and I'm trying to see if Nutso will give us a good headshot. Yeah, the guy with the big horns. Nutso. Yeah, buddy. Come here. Yeah, that's him. But yeah, he's got some, chip butt horns. So again, we've been building stalls out of pallets. So it's been a work in progress, one piece at a time. So they do have some areas that they can go in to get out of the weather. And there's another one that the storm kind of destroyed a little bit, but I've got some work to do. And yes, these are feed bags that are stapled to the walls. What we're going to do is have the feed bags and then OSB panels over the feed bags so that it will cut just about all of the wind out. So this is the next section of stall that we are working on. It's not perfect, but it works. And the same thing over here in our shearing room. We're still working through all of the fiber. And again, all of this will have OSB on it, as well as much better roofing. And this is going to be our looking shed once I can get it finished and wrapped up, so that we can, milk some of the sheep after lambing. So the sheep's milk is higher in fat, so it lends itself better to doing soaps and salves, balms, things of that nature. So we do process the fiber all on site. So it goes from shearing the churros to washing to, carding and actually spinning it into a usable fiber. So this yarn is used for tapestries, weavings, outer garments. It's not something that you would want to do a sweater because it's a little bit too coarse for that. But, other than that, they're a great docile sheep breed. We absolutely love them. They are listed as critically endangered. So it just kind of opened up a little bit additional funding options, especially if you are doing things as a conservation practice, which is part of what we're doing. So we're not only selling the end product, but probably starting next spring, we will be selling some of the lambs so that other people can get started in this amazing sheep breed. And there's a great community on Facebook for the Navajo churros. If you do some research and Google the Navajo Livestock Reduction Act, what our government did will actually turn your stomach. It is absolutely horrible. So anything that we can do to help bring these numbers back and bring these sheep back from being basically on the verge of extinction, we're going to do. Hands down. So, not to get too far into it, but 3 times since the Civil War, they've tried going in and slaughtering mass numbers of churros because the government felt that they didn't want them getting too much in the habit of being self-sufficient and not need the government subsidy. So right now, being critically endangered means that there are less than 2,000 registered animals nationwide. And these sheep were designed for this area. So our ranch sits at about 7,500 feet in elevation on top of the Colorado National Monument. It's absolutely gorgeous. Couldn't imagine living anywhere else. My traffic jam is bighorn sheep and elk crossing the road. I mean, this is any better. Seriously. I'll take that over traffic in New York City or Denver or anywhere. So yeah, we're kind of bootstrapping things and doing what we can as we can, and so yeah, that's about it from the forums. So I'll catch you guys on the next video.